Whew. All right, Schmoedown number 2 this week. Of 3. All right, we ready? We're doing this thing, right? I'm already tired.
I've been here this whole time. I just changed the shirt. That's all I did.
Yeah, you brought the shirt with you and then you just changed it there.
Yeah.
I didn't. I actually got up and did stuff. You're lazy. He's the one editing all these videos this month.
What's going on, y'all? We're the Cinefanatics. My name's Robert Adams.
I'm somewhere.
He's up in... Yeah.
Oh, Chris Adams, yeah.
So like he was saying, we are doing a reaction to the Schmoedown. This is...
We did one yesterday.
Yeah. So Schmoedown's on a ramp up this month where they're doing 3 matches a week.
Which means we're grinding this month.
Yeah, which, I mean, no problem. I don't mind, like just cranking out the work. It makes me feel good. But we are here with the second match for the teams tournament. This is going to be Inky and the Brain versus Who's the Boss.
Yep.
Once again, we're looking at Ben Bateman and Mark Riley taking on Devon Stewart and Rachel Silvestrini. So, I mean, here's the thing. We're back in a, kind of like the last video that we did. We're back in a position where we have our bracket. In fact, let's show you the bracket. There it is.
I love that. There it is.
Yeah,
There's the bracket. There.
You're currently looking at it. It's on your screen right now.
Just put it up there. That's the team bracket right there.
You can see the bracket with all the graphics and the names.
That is a bracket of teams.
Yes, it is.
All the teams in a bracket.
All right, let's take it down now. So you saw the bracket, and on there, we have Who's the Boss winning this match.
Yep.
Now, here's the thing, and I feel like we covered this a little bit in the singles tournament as well.
A lot of it in the singles tournament.
We've got who we know will win, like I'm a fortune teller, who we think is going to win, and then we've got who we hope will win.
Oddly, it's the same in the singles tournament where the situation falls in the lap of Rachel Silvestrini.
Yeah. We were really hoping for a big win from her on it, and she did very well in the singles tournament.
I mean, she almost beat Roca.
Yeah, she gave Roca a run for his money, which is fantastic. That is a former multiple champion. Multiple belted champion.
Multi-belt, multi-title holding champion, yeah.
And she was able to put up some high numbers against him. That's fantastic.
So like we said before, and we're going to continue beating this drum, Rachel's going to be really scary next year. I say that. She might be really scary this year. We still got to see her compete right here.
Yeah, so I'm all for seeing Inky and the Brain win this one.
For sure.
At the same time, though, we do still really like Ben Bateman and Mark Riley.
Yeah.
They're a very strong team, and they have the ability to go all the way to the end. In fact, if you saw our bracket, we actually do have them going all the way to the end of this.
In fact, if you watched the team's tournament last year during Anarchy, they did.
They did go all the way to the end.
They went all the way.
So, here's the thing. For them to be able to go all the way to the end, like our bracket is foretelling, they have to pull a win here. I mean, I don't want to see Inky and the Brain lose this one. I want them to win this. I want them to break our bracket.
Somebody's got to lose the match, though.
Yeah. And if you're just comparing just pure stats on it, I believe that Ben Bateman and Mark Riley are the stronger team.
Yeah. No cats in the Schmoedown. No ties. Someone's got to win.
Yeah.
And it's always the audience.
Yes, it is.
Ha.
Yeah, that's our thoughts on this one. I know I've talked a lot at the beginning of this. Would you like to talk any?
Yeah, you have. You talked a whole lot.
Oh, well, let's just get into the match then.
That's my thoughts.
Who cares what he has to say?
I have nothing.
No, good.
You're the best. You're the best that ever did it. Will Smith made that movie, I Am Legend. You're a legend.
Mirror.
The people in Ecuador know it. The people who are walking the Great Wall of China right now know it.
It's a mirror.
The Facebook group knows it. That's the big one.
Nice.
And you know who else knows it? Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Guys, look. We won this tournament last year.
Yes.
Guy here. The horsemen are in a tailspin. We both know it. Everybody knows it. Everybody can feel it. Everybody's shaking. There's a lot of clowns in this league who are trying to take stuff from us. They're trying to make their name off of us. Are we going to let that happen? We won't let that happen. Good. And for the first time in my life, I'm serious. All right. Let's get out of here. All right. That mirror thing was, I was just, psyching myself up a little bit. You know, yeah, you look good. Yeah, thanks.
You don't have to explain it to us. We know.
Typical Bobby Gucci stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the Founding Fathers currently have the belt, so kind of a tailspin.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the movie
But not
trivia
really.
Schmoedown. Ken, we are in the thick of the tournament. Inky and the Brain is going up against one of the all-time great 80s sitcoms. Who's the I'm sorry, they're not playing Tony Danza and Judith Light. They're actually playing against Mark Riley and Ben Bateman, managed by Tom Dagnino. Who's the boss?
Who's the boss, indeed, of that team? Dagnino thinks he is by contract, but really, this is where anything can happen. We say that phrase a lot, and if you think we're just saying it to kill time, no. Anything can happen in tournament play. This is where pressure and the competition, the stress of that mounts and comes to a fever pitch, and I really think today...
Stacey Howard versus Mark Riley.
That's right. I'm looking at the brackets, and you look at what a lot of the fans who participated in our bracket challenge, if you will,
We're hoping
lot
there's
of people betting on who's the boss. But
Well, I say we're hoping. We're
coming
hoping
into this
there's not an
match with a
upset
little
here,
more
but with
experience
Mark
than I
Riley
think they're
again.
getting credit for, particularly when you look at Rachel.
We would be okay with it.
Who
Yeah.
was this close to defeating John.
It would
Broca,
completely
the outlaw.
bust
We
our
know he has
bracket all the way,
ties to
though.
Who's the boss? So when you look at her partner in crime, Mr. Stewart, is he going to be able to step up to the task today to complement, to be the Inky to the Brain, or to be the Brain to the Inky? I'm not sure how that relationship works.
I don't understand science either, but I'll say this. Rachel
Yeah,
and Devon
because
are two
Rachel's both
players
brain
that when
and
they hit the
inky.
right categories, the
'Cause she's got
game
tattoos.
is there.
Oh, I was
Rachel's
gonna say, what
love
makes
to
a
get
person
Mr.
inky?
Fun. It's Will Smith.
The
He loves
ink
it.
on
It's
her
over
big
for
fan.
tattoos.
whoever's on the other side.
Yeah, no.
He's a great competitor. He may or may not have been British. at
I'm
one point
inky.
Here, and I think
thought he was British.
I think he brings
I have a
just
tattoo.
a ton of charisma to the game, and this is going to make for a very fun match.
Yeah, and now the other people
We don't have any
match,
cookies.
I hear that they're famous, that there are some note. I mean, if you look at the Mount Rushmore of the movie trivia Schmoedown, Mark Yodi Riley certainly on it, the first real knowledgeable star that we had in the league, and he is complimented by Ben Bateman, who of late has been on fire.
He has been on fire, and here's the thing about Ben the Boss Bateman, right? He is one of those uncrowned champions. Comes in the league a couple years ago. I remember his first match as part of the team match, Nerds Watch versus him and Guy, and everyone looks at him and says, "This kid's got it." And I think so. He has a great resume. Built on success here in the Schmoedown, but he wants the big win, and he's now part of the Horsemen, and he's got these people in his corner that I think might give him the boost to really get over that edge and be one of the legends in the league.
We've long thought Ben Bateman to be a Rain Man of movie trivia knowledge. Can Mark Riley be the Tom Cruise that takes him to Vegas and cashes it in and moves on in?
We both heard the same
tournament?
thing in
We're
our
about
heads
to
at the
find
same
out.
time.
We had a pregame interview with
Definitely
each team.
heard the
Let's
same
see what
things
they
in our
had
heads
to say.
at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely heard it.
Who won the tournament last year? We did. Who's gonna win the tournament this year? We are.
I mean, it's a safe bet at this point.
I mean, that's what we're betting on, but Odd Couple, Shazam.
We took the tournament by
Time
storm
machine.
last year. Steamrolled everybody, including corruption. We took the Shire Wolves to the brink.
None of it matters. We're coming back with an edge. We're here to win the tournament, and that's it.
We're gonna come in here with the same attitude as we did last year. Inky and the Brain? Who's Inky and who's the Brain?
It's Rachel and Devin, and we really, really want this. We're gonna advance. We're gonna win.
You said that with a question mark. We're gonna advance and we gonna win, because that's what we do.
Inky and the Brain staking their claim here with a big victory.
Well, we beat the movie guys. That taste was so sweet. I could just about taste it on the tip of my tongue, and I want it again. And if I have to go through Riley and Ben, sorry guys.
We don't really care, to be honest.
And now I hold the dubious distinction of managing two teams to the championship.
Tom's been pretty narrow-sighted with who his guys go against. He thinks that all of their matches are just going to be nice little walks in the park, and Roca got his ass beat a little bit. Came out winning, but he came out with some bruises and a cut lip. I'm pretty sure that Mark Riley is going to be the weak link. He lost to Stacey. I mean, she's a powerhouse, but he lost.
That loss
to streaky Stacey Howard. Listen, now I'm looking to the teams tournament.
Streaky.
Because this one really made me upset. I have no more time for this stuff. No more time to talk about polls and talk about Facebook posts and talk about burnt out or has been. This is what you're gonna get, winning.
There's a whole lot of sunglasses there.
Throwing some shade.
God, why?
I just did gestures that I don't know the meaning of.
Can you take a look at Rachel and Devon? And
Yeah, you did.
They're looking at not being overlooked because they want the respect. So they're entering this match not just to advance in the Ultimate Schmoedown tournament. They're looking for a modicum of respect. And Tom Dagnino, the manager of Who's the Boss, not ready to give it to him.
Absolutely. As far as like being overlooked, that's like me at a 7th grade dance. You want to be you want to be people's choice.
Been there before.
It's a tough road to hold, but yeah,
Look
Dagnino.
into my eyes. Sorry.
That's
Continue,
okay.
please.
There's no. So I think. Have you ever? Well, I celebrate the man's entire.
I love it when things go off the rails. It's my favorite.
Here in
Summer-
America, the Ultimate Schmoedown.
Summer of '69.
Okay, we're going to move on from your 7th grade memories.
Yeah, Dagnino's he's the other X Factor here. X Factor.
I feel like we've been in that position before.
Going off the rails?
Also,
Yeah.
he's in that
All the
corner.
time.
He'll call for a challenge.
how this channel
He'll run
thrives.
in. He can get in the other team's
You
brain.
think managing
I like
is
to
gonna
think
play a role
so.
in this match, don't you?
In this one here, yeah.
All right, well, we go to the tail of the tape, and if you kick off with Who's the Boss, I would say one of their strengths is having Tom Dagnino, and with that comes a great knowledge of the films Predator and Predator 2.
Absolutely, a lot of action movies, of course, in
Rocky?
Ben Bateman's brain, and scores and soundtracks. Mark Yodi Riley has this uncanny ability to hum songs for movies that you didn't even know had songs or scores or soundtracks in them.
When it comes to scores and soundtracks and having a magnificent hairline past the age of 40, Inky and the Brain, they are really good at romantic kind of movies, but also you mentioned Will Smith. I just got word Will Smith himself is not in the building today. He had prior obligations, but his wedge is on the wheel. That could factor into round number 2.
Yeah, that's an X factor.
I was promised that Will Smith was going to show up, and I'm kind
You're
of
ready to go,
disappointed now
Ken
that he's
Knapsack. You prepped?
Yes, sir.
he's not there.
Then, ladies and gentlemen, it is
you want your
time
money
for
back?
the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
No, I'm a faithful giver on the Patreon.
You should be too.
The platinum throat of Ken
Go to
Knapsack,
Patreon and be a
introducing each
patron
team
of the
Ken
Schmoedown.
and
Yeah, I was going to say by giver of the Patreon, I mean patron.
Intro.
Much simpler way of saying that.
To St. Park.
Kinda.
With a record of 1 win and 2 defeats. This is Rachel Silvestrini.
It's like, this is a little hard for Riley and Bateman.
Stewart. Inky and the Brain.
I was about to have to time that one.
It's a powerful set of lungs on that, Mr. Knapsack.
Yeah.
There's Mr. Stewart Devine.
Look at this.
Look at the moves. They got the high five. Well executed there.
Woo. I like that guy.
And,
yeah.
putting out the vibe.
Work it.
Look at that.
That is an Instagram story live and in person right there.
Carey of the
Jon
bar.
Stewart.
In Dumb and Dumber, Inky and the Brain has
I think they've already won the match.
Yeah.
Who are they competing against?
Everybody go home. We're done here.
Their opponent, with a record of 4 wins and 2 defeats and 1 knockout, led to the arena by the diabolical Tom Dagnino, representing the 5 Horsemen, Ben the Boss Bateman, and Mark Yodi Riley. Gucci's here, Riley's here, Bateman's here.
There's Riley, there's Bateman wearing their sunglasses.
Look at that. Look at that.
I hear some boos, I hear some cheers. Maybe egging on the crowd with the boos, but this is Who's the Boss 2.
Never mind, Bateman wins.
Sure, what
Yeah.
Tom is. Looks like he got it 452 in the 1913 World Series, but
He gets the camera. He gets
Tom
it.
Dagnino did have a Hot Shots Part 2 hat, and that is a collector's item I would like to see on
do you
eBay.
like pudding? All right.
We have Who's the Boss and Inky and the Brain seated. Welcome to the movie Trivia Schmoedown Ultimate Schmoedown Tournament teams. Here's the rules in this 3-round match. So I will simply ask the teams, are you ready to compete? Starting with you, who's the boss? Ben, Mark, you prepped and ready to go.
You know, Mark, I just wanted to congratulate these guys in front of everybody. It's a big step to play your first match in a tournament, and it'll be exciting for you guys who've had one match, so, you know, golf clap for you. We're ready to go. Yeah.
That's a yes.
Yeah, it feels like an underhanded. I was sensing compliment at first, ended up not paying off. Inky and
That's
the
the
Brain,
Bateman of
Rachel,
old right
Evan,
there.
You guys have any last words before we start the match?
Just so this old man knows, I put some salt in his Jello.
Oh boy, that's never good.
Ooh, I like that.
Rachel,
We're ready.
they are ready. Let's get ready to Schmoedown.
Just, we're gonna do the thing, okay?
There we go. Kicking off the questioning will be the good cop to my bad cop, Mr. Kenneth.
Absolutely. I wish the camera could get a shot of John McGraw in the dugout over there. All right. First question comes in the category of dramas. Who plays Brie Larson's son, Jack, in 2015's Room?
Yep.
Kicking off
Not,
with
not The Room. I know the difference.
yeah, I had to watch that.
Yeah.
Ashley Mova, Dennis Zen, and
That
I
was a
watched
good
that
movie.
last year on camera.
That's a really good movie.
That's a great job. You get it?
What a
Is it who I'm thinking of?
See, Devon's writing a joke right now.
Three,
He's going to tell a joke because he doesn't know the answer. It's going to be very funny for all you.
looking for answers starting with Ben.
It's going to be Jacob Tremblay.
That's
All
correct.
right, Rachel Silvestrini.
Small boy.
Small boy.
Nice.
Mark Riley.
Jacob Tremblay.
He had it, Devon, or was he writing a joke?
I mean, that wasn't a joke. That was a good
That would
answer.
be Jacob Tremblay.
Jacob Tremblay.
That's not a joke. That's a nice guess. Way to go.
All right, so it is 2-0 early in the match in favor.
Technically,
of
Rachel wasn't wrong. He was a
Who's
very
the
small boy
Boss?
in that
We
movie.
move on to action adventure.
I think they wanted a
films,
proper name,
and
though.
your
I mean,
question.
I guess.
Timothy Oliphant stars as the lead in what 2007 film based off of a video game series?
Oh, the
Your favorite
film?
video game as a youth, were you
What 2007 film based off of a video game series?
It was, probably
Yeah, it's the movie Cheerio Schmoedown. They're asking about films.
Well, no, I was originally starting to write down the character's name that he plays.
Ah, got it.
I was doing that.
One looking for answers starting with Rachel.
Couldn't pull it.
Good bullet. We got a 0.
Hitman.
That is
Riley
correct.
had it. Did Devon?
Hitman.
Oh, Hitman.
I didn't have it.
Ben Bateman didn't have it. All
Didn't
right.
have it?
Hitman. Brendan Hanna.
Wow.
I'm sorry,
The
Hitman.
Action Army.
Good one.
That is some hubris
He
over
misled
there.
you. He didn't write anything either.
All right.
Collective gasp.
Okay. Decorum. Question 3 comes in the category of crime pictures. The 1990s crime thriller Entrapment stars Sean Connery and whom as the female co-lead.
Very good grammar there.
Yeah, I watched this trailer, a certain section
Am I right?
of VHS a lot.
Right.
I think
hope
I'm right.
so.
I think I'm right.
Theater And people's getting excited for
I
the
think I'm right.
4,
I know I'm right.
I'm not 100%.
2, and 1. Looking for answers starting with Yodi.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
You
It
better
is.
believe it.
Kevin.
I was definitely wrong.
Towel, Catherine
There we go.
Zeta-Jones.
Did Ben Bateman have this one?
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yes, he did. Did Rachel?
Slow start, but Catherine Zeta-Jones.
All right.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Why was I thinking Diane Ling?
And the Inky and the Brain fans making themselves known.
There's a movie that sounds like a
Your next
the title
question
that
is
Diane
in
Ling
the
was
world
in.
of new releases.
Yeah.
And your question is simple to the point. Who directed Aquaman?
My man.
Or as the
Why am I always
Simpsons
blanking on his
comic book
name?
guy refers to him as
I'm always
Aquaman.
blanking on his name.
Man.
But Aquaman, we live in 2 different
God.
worlds.
Hey, we can
5, 4, 3,
I saw him
2,
at South by.
1. Pens down. Over to you first, Devin.
Mr. James Wan.
Had it. That's a
I'm
point.
counting
It's
it.
Ben Bateman.
James Wan.
Yes, he
There
does.
we
Did
go.
Rachel get it in
Wrong J
time?
name, Jason Wan.
Jason Wan.
that
not the
Jason
guy.
Momoa.
James Wan.
Riley had
James
it.
Wan.
James Wan.
7-4
Verify.
in favor of who
Can you
did
count
both.
that?
But Inky and the
I
Brain.
guess.
Question 5.
That was quickly
Question
written.
5. All right.
I mean, I can see James Wan in that.
Sci-fi
Yeah, okay.
is the category. Fantasy / sci-fi.
We're honest here at the Cinefanatics.
Chris Columbus directed Robin Williams in what 1999 sci-fi film?
Ooh, is that
Yes.
99?
2 famous people. Is that movie?
Absolutely.
Ooh.
There.
This is the only sci-fi
Yep.
movie that would be considered sci-fi.
3, 2, and 1. Looking for answers starting with Bateman.
Bicentennial Man?
That's correct.
There you go.
Bicentennial Man.
That's correct.
Does Riley have it?
Man, bicentennial.
Man!
Wow.
Nice.
Oh,
Bicentennial Man.
Bicentennial Man.
Still at it?
All four
Some
of
people
them.
didn't like that movie. I
It is
actually
9-6
did. It's long,
Inky and
but I like
Brain.
it.
It's long. It is drawn out in some places. It does. I think it takes a multiple viewing
Your
to
next
really
category
appreciate.
Yeah.
is
Little Miss.
comedies.
I thought it was 97 for some reason, though.
Who played the lead 17-year-old Veronica Sawyer in the dark comedy Heathers? Some of the competitors shooting me a dirty look as though I asked a question that was untoward.
Dirty pool. 5, 4, 3,
Nope.
2, and 1.
It's Lydia from Beetlejuice.
Rachel.
Winona Ryder.
Yes.
That's right.
It is.
Oh.
Just
Ryder.
blanked on her name.
Devin
Oh, my bad. I picked a different white woman. Natalie Portman.
Winona Ryder it is.
Over there.
Didn't she play, what was it? Heathen? What was that movie she played? It was like that? Heather? It
Uh,
was Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
You're thinking
No, that's
of
the-
Star Wars
She's in a movie
Episode
called
1, The Phantom
Hesher.
Menace.
No, I'm thinking of Hesher. Hesher, yeah.
All right, all right.
Jackie,
And that's
maybe,
the
just
next question.
girls
Yeah.
Winona Ryder is the answer. One out forever, and we've got an 11.
I was like halfway through like a perfect round too.
As we go to question 7.
Oh, well.
Question 7.
knew who it was, just couldn't pull the name.
That's the
Animated
Schmoedown.
Pictures. Animated pictures. You'll find the character of King Triton in what Disney animated?
What Disney movie?
Wow, the crowd. A ripple goes through them.
Yeah,
They
look.
think this is
Kind of a nice little trivia nod. They actually did
James won.
Disney
They
Plus
actually did a
subscriptions.
live version of this on TV tonight.
Great discount at D23.
Oh, was that tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, neither did I. I had to
Here we
work.
go, Mark Yodi Riley.
That would be the Little Mermaid.
That's correct, sir. Mr. Stewart,
The Little
you've got
Got it.
Who's the boss? Ben Bateman.
The Little Mermaid.
We got it. Rachel
Still have a
closer.
crush on him, the Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid. All right.
Under the sea,
13.
I am the crab.
13 now.
I want to
13 to
be
9.
where the
we go
winners
into
are.
Your
I see you, Josh
final
McCouga.
round at number 1 question.
I am the
That is gonna
crab.
come from the category of Patreon question. Andy Schick, give him a hand.
Wow, it's been a while since we heard a
Great.
Patreon
Movie
question.
Mr. Schick.
Oh,
Patrons.
really?
Andy Schick.
What?
You don't think he's gotten that enough in
I
his
was
life?
scratching my face. It itched.
Thank you, Mr.
Schick.
Schick.
We'll do that for you. Thank you for your support. Andy,
See?
if you want to check
I
out
actually
the
did
movies
have to
we put on
scratch my
Patreon,
face.
which
That
is
wasn't
maybe
a subtle
someday.
nod.
In the
I put the
future,
thought in your head.
I will say your name during a match. Like
He
I
probably
said
said
Andy
something
Schick's
really
name.
funny and
In the
we
world
just
of
talked
horror
over it.
slash thrillers,
Psychology.
the question is, the 2007 double feature Grindhouse featured Quentin Tarantino's film Death Proof and what Robert Rodriguez film?
Oh, yeah. I am familiar with this movie.
It is.
Why am I blanking on it?
Double R.
Death Proof and... They're doing the same thing. Death Proof and...
3, 2.
I'm going to feel stupid.
Oh, they said repeat.
Oop.
And your question once again. The 2007 double feature Grindhouse featured Quentin
Death
Tarantino's
Proof
film Death
and-
Proof and what Robert Rodriguez film?
I'm literally seeing it.
This is one
Car.
of those situations by
Well,
yourself
Car was
for
Death Proof.
15
Car was
seconds.
Death Proof.
And it goes from
This one was, what's her face with the machine gun leg?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
back-
hypothalamus.
The back door.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And,
Get
sorry, Devin. I know you had to buy yourself some time, and we have to start with you. Did you have the answer?
It was like gun leg.
Nope.
Nice.
There might
She did have a gun leg.
in the film. That was not the name
Technically
of
a
the movie.
rifle.
Does Ben Bateman know the name?
Planet Terror.
It was
Yes, it
Planet
is.
Terror.
Planet Terror.
Rachel had it. Does Riley to close out round number 1?
I don't know if you're aware, but perfect round, Planet Terror.
Perfect round.
Planet Terror.
Darn it, Planet Terror.
Good job.
Some people
I knew
were
you could
doubting
pull it.
Riley after his,
Again,
early singles
Riley got a,
match
Filmed in
against
Austin.
Stacey
Yeah.
Howard and Mark Riley. He is back, and he might be back to stay.
glad
He
they
has a
repeated the question,
perfect
though.
round at number 1. So now Mark Riley has a bonus
Riley got a
question
perfect
that is
round.
asked to him, and only him, Riley.
We
no
got a
writing
13
necessary.
between
You
the
just
two
have
of
to
us.
answer
Nice.
This
We are
question can
firmly between the
come
two of
up
those
with
teams.
something.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
I almost had a
Mark
perfect
Yodi
round.
Riley, look right into my eyes. Who directed Mel Gibson in The Patriot?
The Patriot.
Oh, he puts his sunglasses
He's
back
good
on quick.
suspense, isn't he?
Roland Emmerich.
No. Wait.
That's correct for
Was it? Oh.
It was?
Really?
That was Roland Emmerich?
Wow.
You know what? You know what? It's the glasses. Those are
is.
Edith from Home.
is.
That's the Spider-Man glasses.
New Google glasses.
Because you notice he didn't have it until he put the glasses back on.
That's
Had to put the
shocking
glasses
to me.
back on as
That's
the
a good
competitors.
theory.
I thought
I'll tell
Independence
you
Day
what,
was his
if
only
it's
good
Reddit,
movie.
I'd buy it.
We reset, and now the teams can join their fellow members on that side of the desk as we move into round number 2, known as the wheel round. The Wheel of Fate, Doom, and Justice. On the Brain, locked in this matchup. 16-10 is the score. Who's the Boss is the favorite, and they are currently leading. They're the higher-ranked opponent. So who's the boss? Do you want to spin first, or do you want to defer to Inky and the Brain?
They're conferring here. I want to remind everyone.
Not sure if they even heard.
We're going to defer. They're going to go
first.
All right, they're going first, and let's have a shout-out because the wheel is sponsored.
That's right.
Well, the wheel slice.
A wheel slice.
It's a wheel slice.
A wheel slice for today's match
wheel
was
slice.
sponsored by one of
Hey,
our
Devon, did you
Schmoedown
see Will
patrons.
Smith's on the wheel?
The sponsored wheel slice for today's match is Clint Eastwood.
So,
Clint Eastwood.
yeah, somebody's gotta
We'll
spin
reveal
Clint
the
Eastwood.
name if they end
Spin
up
it, and they have to keep the category.
Keep the
so if somebody
category.
wants to keep Clint, or they get
I
stuck
have a
with
feeling
Clint.
it would be a second spin that gets the category.
All
here
right, he's
today.
okay. Devin has put it on Will Smith. You do still have to spin the wheel, sir.
Yeah.
We're-
You get it a
we're
lot.
all
I'll tell you what,
fans.
you get it a lot.
We
God
are
is with you.
All fans of that gentleman's work.
All right, here we go.
Here it comes. I
We're good.
feel like Devin's putting too much pressure on this.
He's got it. All right, he's doing that's a good spin. That's a good spin. It's a nice
Is it gonna get there?
collected spin.
Did he
Does
do it?
Oh,
work?
no.
Almost.
New
Little
releases.
Juice might have done it. New releases. Are they going to keep it?
New re-
Are they going to spin
Do you
again?
want to keep it or use your mulligan?
They're confirmed. We are going to need an answer shortly.
Luckily,
here.
they don't have a Tom Dagnino to take up more time.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to spin again. They're going to spin
Spin it
again.
again. Spin it
Here we
again.
go. Here we go. All right, he's
believe
going
in his
to
magic.
do that again.
Okay.
Give it a spin at you're ready. You may use the peg.
Hey, I
Was it
love
harder
that
this time?
spin. That's a good style.
Little bit
Very
harder.
But it's not going to be
Curtis,
Wilson.
not gonna get it.
Spinner's choice. Oh, movie release.
Yes.
Ouch!
You
That
should have
hurt.
stuck with the first.
Movie
Yeah, we got a lot of
release.
fun
Do it with me.
Ken, here's what
Movie
we're doing.
release
Movie release
dates.
It is
Shout out to you, Scott Mance.
Schmoedown legend Scott Mance's favorite category. Ben Bateman also, and Mark Riley. For
Oh,
that matter.
that's
Movie
right.
release
If they
dates.
miss
Yes!
any,
Yes, movie release dates.
First
Yes!
shot.
if they miss any,
Movie release
Yeah.
dates. So, movie release dates. Ken Nash
Yeah.
will be administering these questions.
Yeah.
to
this
each
got
of the Brain
really
referred to
good.
six.
Here we go. Stand by.
The
stand
slice.
by. First
Yes!
question, Inky in the break. Fast Times at Ridgemont High
Oof.
was released
Nope, I don't know
in
that.
what year?
87.
Talking about the
Yeah,
movie, not
80s.
the book.
They're already conferring.
All right. Gonna need an answer.
87 or 88. I'm
Five.
second guessing myself.
Multiple choice.
All right. A, 1989. B,
That's smart.
1983.
Okay.
C, 1986. D,
82.
1982.
3?
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Was it
That could be 89, actually.
Gonna need an answer.
It's not 82 or 83.
86.
Incorrect. For
89.
Steele, 89, 1983, 1986, 1982.
They're smart to go to multiple choice on each one of
I
these.
don't know it.
All right, need an answer in 5, 4.
1982.
That's correct for 1 point.
Oh.
It's the one we didn't say.
I was really certain it was
This
in
is what you would
89.
expect
You know what
from
else was
doing a
released in
category.
89?
Inky and the Brain
Me.
needs to step up.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, I'm gonna name 3 movies. Give me the year in
I
which
feel
they
like that
came
should not
out.
be the terminology
Basic
for my birth.
Instinct, The Crying Game, and Alien 3 all came out in what year?
97. No, 93.
Conferring.
Basic
Gonna
Instinct
need an
is-
Wait,
answer
Alien
shortly
2.
in
I was thinking Alien
5,
Resurrection.
Do multiple choice.
4. A, 1992. B, 1990. C,
92.
1994,
Alien
D,
3
That's not 94.
was...
92.
No, 92.
96?
That is incorrect. For Steele, A,
Yeah,
1992,
92.
B, 1990, C, 1994, D, 1996.
1992.
We got a 1 point steal.
All right, so
I did not hear those movies next
18
to
was
Forrest
thinking,
Gump and Lion
now
King.
we're looking
Yeah.
at a potential
You guys better
knockout
spin Disney, that's
territory.
all
I
I'm
was
saying.
thinking Alien Resurrection
But
to
Inky and the
start
Brain
with.
still has plenty of room to make up if they can get some movie release
You don't
dates.
know. You don't know what year is coming down the pipeline. All right, question 3 out of 6. What year did the very first movie in the Fast and
2001.
Furious
2001, yeah.
The Fast and the Furious start off this successful franchise?
Want to just say it? We need all the
All right, they might need to take a big swing here. 1 point might not.
I would do it. If you're that confident, do it. Go for
They
it.
could. It's like checking down. You know, you want to.
2001, say it.
The end zone. 5, 4, 3, 2.
98.
That's incorrect for 2 point
No.
steal.
Ooh.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
We're gonna gonna need an answer shortly here.
2001.
Who's the boss? In 5.
That's a big miss.
3, 2, 1.
2001.
Yep.
That is correct. A 2-point
It's a big steal.
2 points, and so, okay, Ken, it's a 10-point game.
Yeah.
Inky and the Brain has 3 movie release date questions right. Even if there was to be a steal, because points can change hands in round number 2, I do believe that the hand of Who's the Boss is going to be forced to at least spin the wheel and answer a couple questions. But,
it's
again,
possible.
firmly knockout territory unless Inky and the Brain can make some magic happen with these last 3 questions.
All right.
Yeah, like my last cholesterol report, things are not looking good. Here we go. Question 3. The Michael Douglas film, The American
98.
President, was released in what year?
What year?
Multiple choice.
They are conferring. They need to swing big, but also punting the ball might not be a bad play here. Field
Multiple
position.
choice.
A, 1996. B, 1995.
Maybe it's on there.
C, 1993. D, 1998.
$1995.
That's correct for 1 point.
Inky and the Brain. Signs of life from high
job.
and B.
Yes.
Oh,
When
she
you're
done started
off,
something.
my guess.
All
She done
right.
started something.
All right.
I really like that movie, but wow.
In what year was
2011?
13.
13?
Edgar film released?
That's Wolf of Wall Street, though, right?
Oh, yeah, Wolf of Wall Street was 2011.
Makeup was
Over. We're gonna get
Not
an
the
answer
best.
shortly. 5,
13.
3.
Devin's
choice.
staring us
All
down.
right. A, 2011. B, 2009.
Of course, both of them are on there.
C, 2008.
It's not
D,
2011.
2013.
Yeah, it's 13.
Yeah. They're on the field there.
I mean, you reduce the point value that can be stolen from you.
4.
But at this point, I think
3.
I and the B needs all the
2.
points.
2008.
Incorrect. A, 2011. B, 2009. C, 2008. D, 2013 for 1 point steal.
2011.
That's correct for 1 point steal.
It's the other way around. Wolf of Wall Street's
All right.
2013.
And Who's the Boss
Jagger.
is doing
That's
a
what
lot
I
better
thought.
in Inky and the
For
Brain's
some reason I
category
thought
than Inky and
Edgar
the
was
Brain. I don't know if
before.
it's the gas station sunglasses. I don't know if it's the managing or just a whole lot of study. But Ken, one more chance here for Inky and the Brain to get some points and hopefully avoid a knockout and make it to round 3.
I
What is
usually
your
thought I
last
was pretty
question?
good at
Final question.
movie release dates.
Movie release dates.
Time to go
Sneaky.
study.
What
It's
year
sneaky.
was the Wolf of Wall Street released?
See ya.
I'm out. I'm out.
Sticking with the Gabriel films here.
That's right.
So it'd be the one that we that it wasn't.
He's no Will Smith.
That's
He's no Will
2013.
Smith.
5, 4, 3, 2.
2016.
That's incorrect for 2 points steal.
Here we go. Here comes the win.
We're going to need an answer here in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right. And what year was The Wolf of Wall Street released? Strategy used.
So they have to get this wrong.
Controversial to some.
Yeah.
But it's been used.
In order to go to,
5,
in order for them to have to
4,
spin the wheel.
3, 2.
2013.
That's correct for 2 points steal.
All right, and so as it stands right now,
Oh,
Inky and the Brain
they could
would
get
be
steals.
knocked out. However, this is round number 2. Anything could happen because Who's Boss could get up there, spin a category that they're not familiar with. Inky and the Brain could get some steals. Yes,
Okay.
I'm trying to paint as rosy a picture as possible
Thank you.
on this match. But Mark Yodi Rowie is walking up there, and Ken, he spins a category that they know anything about, and this match could be over pretty quickly.
Any other category.
Absolutely. If they get Will Smith,
They want that
steals
opponent's
are on the
choice.
table here.
Will Smith is still on
Oh
the wheel.
my God! Look at that! Look at that! That's a spin.
Inky
That
and the
is
Brain
a
want that opponent's
spin.
choice.
That is a spin that only a Kryptonian
It does.
could
It
possibly
sounds like
pull
a
off.
meat plant in action.
Oh, there it is.
Got Will Smith.
Okay.
Are they going to take it? Are they going to take it?
I mean,
Risk.
Who's the boss? Not known for their lack of hubris.
excuse me,
Might want
yep.
to take Will Smith either because they like Will Smith movies, they know a lot about him, or
he's a-
just to put it in the face of Inky and the Brain.
He's a popular performer.
I could
A
see
lot of
them
people
doing
know
that
his stuff.
just to rub it in.
But wouldn't you say if there's one category they should not take? it'd be
Miller
Will
Huggins
Smith?
is
They
over
are.
there talking to
Right.
him, and we're going to need an answer. We're
They're
going to
keeping
need
it.
an answer. 5, 4.
Yeah, we'll keep it.
Oh!
Yeah, they're gonna rub it in.
Look at
That's
this.
rough.
They're keeping it, and I don't know if it was Ben, if it was Mark, or it was Detroit Tigers manager Sparky Anderson
That's some-
who gave them the go-ahead.
That's some
but
fun,
they're gonna
fun
take Will
gamesmanship
Smith.
right there.
now I'm really glad we did the
All
reaction to the
All
Bad
right,
Boys
well,
for
the
Life
steal is
trailer that
working,
just came
so
out
Inky
today,
and
right
Brain,
before
get
this.
ready to
Right.
see
Yeah,
who
this
can
might
get
be-
into
I'm assuming that's on the channel before this
round
video.
three,
It probably
but
will
the
be.
first
All right,
shot is
you
gonna
should
be
check that
who's
out.
boss in each and every one of these 6 questions. Your first one in the world of Will Smith for 2 points. This actress played Will Smith's wife in the 1998 thriller Enemy of the
I just
State.
watched this again.
Ashley Judd.
No. Why am I blanking? Oh, yeah.
We're gonna need an answer in 5.
She just won the Oscar.
3.
She's in Watchmen.
Regina King.
Yes.
2 points.
Whew.
Y'all do that on purpose.
Points.
Watchmen TV show on HBO.
Yeah.
All right. Your next question.
We like Will Smith too.
In the 2015 film Concussion, Will Smith plays Dr. Bennett Omalu.
That's a movie
What
I haven't seen.
United States football city did he do the majority of his early research in?
Dallas.
Don't think so.
Could be the
Is it key to the point of that movie that it has to do with a football city?
5.
Or is they just trying to pull sports into this?
Philadelphia.
That is incorrect. For
I mean, it's about
2
football.
point
The movie
steal.
is.
Inky and the Brain.
Oh, Concussion. Okay, that makes sense.
See what I have to work with.
Sports. I mean, come on.
For the big
It's
steal,
a
they get it.
movie.
We are gonna need
Do you not remember the Titans?
Baltimore?
Incorrect. Looking for Pittsburgh. Josh McCool.
Okay, if they would have said Dallas, though, that would have been hilarious.
It would have been.
But
Philly too, though.
but Inky and the Brain still alive.
They do
Still
stay
alive.
alive.
No one talks about Pittsburgh.
All right, who's the boss? Your next question. The
Except
role
Josh
of
McCouga.
Will Smith. Will Smith plays a man who writes letters to time, love, and death.
Oh,
in
no.
this
That's
2016 film.
It's not 7 pounds.
No, it's not. It's
Collateral Beauty.
that one.
Yeah.
2 more points.
What is it with the Schmoedown in
2
this
more
movie?
points, and we have officially arrived at that time.
What does
where
it take to knock out?
If Who's the Boss gets this next question right, then they will have knocked out Inky and the Brain, and they will advance to the next phase of the ultimate Schmoedown.
Where's like the Independence Day and Men in Black
Question
and
for 2
Wild
points
Wild
and a
West, I
knockout.
guess.
Will Smith produced this 2008 film, which starred Queen Latifah, Dakota Fanning, and Jennifer Hudson, and was based on the novel by Sue Monk Kidd.
It's gonna dig. You have to dig for this answer here. You have to earn it. And 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Will Smith produced this 2008 film.
My mind keeps
starred
going to
Queen
Precious,
Latifah,
but it's not
Dakota
Precious.
Fanning, and
No.
Jennifer Hudson, and
Because that was
on
based
the
on
None of
Push.
them were in Precious.
That was based on Push by Sapphire.
Yeah.
They're taking the time. That's smart strategy. They're taking the
They
time.
love Will Smith. They may be a little more Jazzy Jeff.
Oh, I like what you did there.
I'm a big fan
5,
of Summertime.
4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Their last
Final
JTE
one.
rule. You know, they love the stage. They
They
love
do.
taking as much time as possible. Will Smith produced this 2008 film, which starred Queen Latifah, Dakota Fanning,
I
and
don't
Jennifer
remember a
Hudson,
movie with
and was
Queen
based on the
Latifah and
novel
Jennifer
by
Hudson
Sue
in
Monk
it.
Kidd. Good thing I
can't remember either.
You and I have nothing else to do today.
Yeah,
But
Except
we
for,
honor
like-
each and every JTE rule.
Well, it's not Chicago. I don't even know if I'm right on that one. No, Jeff Hudson wasn't in
5,
Chicago.
4,
I'm
Dream
thinking
Girls.
Dream Girls.
2.
7 pounds.
That's
That is
incorrect for a 2-point steal.
For a 2-point steal.
Bessie?
That is also
incorrect. Looking for the Secret Life of Bees. Secret
Oh,
Life of Bees.
okay.
They picked Dakota Fanning instead of
And
Alicia
your
Keys.
winner, by way of knockout, who's the boss?
That was interesting.
The Secret Life of Bees can mathematically, no way, Inky and the Brain.
Wow,
Oof.
that was, again, if it gone the other way.
Tough match.
Gone the other
A
way.
knockout?
Tough match. We knew that Will Smith was going to be a factor.
Not as bad as
Yeah,
only
We just
Skip
didn't know it
Bayless.
was going to work out like
He
this.
always is in these rounds.
Both teams got to spin the wheel.
But I'll tell you
Yeah.
what, Who's the Boss is a favorite in many people's minds for this tournament, the Ultimate Schmoedown Teams
rough, though.
tournament. And today, they might have shown why people have a lot of faith.
Well, look, I mean, I mentioned I thought that Who's the Boss was showing maybe
Well,
a
look
little
at their
bit
score.
too much of
They're 1 point behind Odd Couple.
non-modesty by selecting Will Smith as their
Yeah.
category, where they knew that was the strength of Inky and the Brain, but it was something.
And
that
I know we'll
Rachel
talk about
and
this
Devin hit
more,
in
but
their
I think
pre-interview.
Who's the Boss may have
I
been
took
just a
note of is that
little
they
shaky
were
on
kinda
that.
considering Mark Riley
Just
could
a
he be
little.
the weak link in Who's the Boss, and
I
Mark
don't think
Riley
that.
they're
I
showing
don't think
some
that's.
weaknesses.
I don't
to
think
play
that was
here
as strong
today
as they
during
could
a
have
perfect
done.
No,
round
it's not.
number 1, missing the bonus question, but still 8 for 8 to kick things off and really get Who's the Boss on the right track, and then never look back.
Never count out legends.
But
like
look at a
Mariotti,
situation
Riley. They come to
where
play, they know their reputation is on the line every time he's coming off that
Inky and the
something
Brain
big
didn't
loss.
go to
He
multiple choice
wanted
on
to prove
the
something. And
movie
Ben
release
Bateman's
dates.
part of the five
That
horsemen
number would
there,
be a
but
lot higher.
His attitude is crisp. It's a little prickly, and I got to say I kind of like that. It shows that he hasn't lost his edge, and he hasn't lost what got him to the dance in the first place. But we're not going to hear from us anymore about the match.
That's right. We are now going to toss it over to our own Jen Sturger, who's going to have an interview with both the winner and first the losing squad. That is Inky and the Brain. Jen, you have Devin and Rachel there. What's the mood like?
Definitely not a lot of smiles, Mark Ellis. I'll tell you that right now. Guys, you keep running into bad luck in all of these situations because to combine, you both have so much knowledge. Are you just running into categories you don't know? Is it like a lack of communication? Like, what's happening here?
Yeah, bad luck. Let's just call it bad luck. I think
We should have kept new releases.
Oh, I was just
next time.
Uh-oh.
Because honestly, I feel like I've been carrying all of this, and I'm so sick of being the one to take all of the points.
Here it goes.
No, you need to speak up. This is a team, like we're teammates. Like how are you not speaking up and voicing your opinion? I ask you all the time, and then we lose, and then you're like, oh, we did great. No, I did great. No, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So is it as a communication issue? Like, what have you guys what could you have done differently?
She's right. I should have spoke up. We should have kept new releases. I was confident. I felt like she watched more movies than me. But I have no excuses. I failed.
I do watch more movies than you, and I study, and I take this game seriously. And I thought you did too. I know we're out here to have fun, but like I'm here to win. And I think I've proven that.
Or Mike, for that matter.
I don't. You're right. Just let her have it. Let her have it. I
So-
deserve this beating.
So now this means your season is over.
Yeah.
Rachel, we know your thoughts. How are you feeling?
You know, I peed a little, but other than that, I'm good.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go to the bathroom on that one. Back to the desk.
Can't you see there's a funny picture of a cat on
Oh,
Twitter.
but that
Oh,
cat
we're
is
back.
playing
So
poker.
Inky and the Brain, look.
Wow.
Seems to be look.
That was as awkward as my divorce mediation or my second marriage.
Not every team
Yeah.
has the chemistry of what we see currently with Who's the Boss. And so, you know, we've been talking a lot about this draft. We don't know a lot about the draft. More to come. Apparently, the chairman will have an announcement and some specifics about this draft next season in the teams division.
Take
at
Brian Bosworth.
the
Sure thing.
Spectacular.
Sure
Not
thing.
quite that kind of draft. But Inky and the Brain, it looks like we've seen the last of them as teammates anyway. Now we toss it over to the winners. Who's the Boss? And Jen, I know that they are not done with their run as teammates.
Absolutely not, guys. Who's the boss? You found yourself in very familiar territory. We saw you run the table last year at the tournament. How are you feeling after this?
I might have my pants up to my neck, but we're all business here. Look, also
I mean-
channeling my 2009 Shia LaBeouf.
They're
But
heading
anyway,
that way.
being said, one down. A couple more to go.
He's an old soul.
We're business here.
So next, you're either going to see Crimson Fury or you're going to see Loose Cannons. Do you have a preference to this? I know, Riley, you have some beef now with Stacey Howard having been knocked out of the singles tournament by her. Is there a revenge plot here?
I mean, I'll take whatever team comes our way. Would it be nice to see Stacey on the other end and have some vengeance? Hell yeah, I would love that because I think she's streaky, and I think she got very lucky. I still played a hell of a game, had a bad roll, but here you saw what I can do. You know, going a perfect round and the extra. That's what we're doing here. We had this, yeah, El Perfecto, what he said.
And we sat back and kept Will Smith. You know what? Maybe we're not that strong at that, but now we are.
Now we
so
are.
why not just go for that?
Yeah.
It wasn't to embarrass them by any means. I mean, maybe a little bit, but not that much.
Bateman, you've had an impressive run in singles this year. You had to be smiling a little bit, though, when they landed on movie releases.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I thought about just going to take a dump, but you know, I decided I'd be here and I'd actually play it out. You know, I'd make a
All right,
work for the
Kaiser.
win. Not that it would have mattered. But you know, we're here to win, Jen. And I gotta say, as far as you know, who we're excited to play next, Polyama's disrespectful to the game. He's disrespectful to the veterans. He's a punk, you know. And Zipper is a nothing player. So I don't want anything to do with that team. I'd rather have some revenge against Stacey Howard for my teammate here. He deserves it. He's a great player. And you know, we're all business this year. I don't really give a damn about anybody's attitude towards us. You know, we didn't play this year. This is our first time since Chicago. It's our first match. We won the tournament last year. So I don't really have anything else to say, honestly. I'm just excited for the next match.
So if you happen to, find yourselves in the finals again, who do you want to face?
Just whoever they put in front of us, the Schmoedown gods, that is, whoever determines in that final, we'll take them.
That's PNS. Plain and simple.
Sure, I knew what that meant. Back to you guys.
All right, well, all I need to say is that Who's the Boss won today. They won in knockout fashion against Inky and the Brain. That's going to do it for us for today. They will play the winner, like I said, of
ultimately,
Lieutenant
Founding
versus
Fathers.
Crimson Fury. And until then, we'll see you real soon around the movie Trivia Schmoedown. Make sure you check us out on podcast form wherever you enjoy listening to stuff. That is Ken Knapsack. I am Mark L. See you at live events, theschmoedownlive.com. Do you like how I almost end it, but then I throw it to another plug? Is there anything else I can do? Nope. Bye.
I've done that.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. Yeah. So good match. Who's the Boss won that. Again, we're getting like huge point differentials here.
I don't think that's going to last too much longer.
No. And again, it's unfortunately it's like we're still rooting for the underdog team in this.
Of course.
Hoping to win, even though again we know, like I was saying before, the numbers, we know how the stats are. They speak for themselves.
Right.
But again, we've gone back and said this before, said this time and time again. Rachel Silvestrini is going to be a huge competitor next season.
Yeah.
She's going to be a force to be reckoned with, and
Powerhouse.
it looks like
she's going to be doing it without Devon.
She might be doing it either by herself or potentially with a new teammate coming up pretty soon. That looked pretty riffy.
Yeah, that's true. Here's the thing. With the draft coming up, there's not really too much of a chance that those two are going to stay together anyway at this point.
Yeah.
They're just not, as a team, they're just not ranked high enough to be protected in any capacity. So you're looking at a situation where they probably would end up having to split up anyway, end up belonging to separate factions, or, who knows, does Devon go on to be a manager now? I mean, what are we looking at here?
And here's where it's going to come into play how good these managers are, because whoever gets, say, Rachel in this case, are they going to be able to partner her up with someone who is going to be a good balance to her and her knowledge? Who's the Boss? Like we were just saying, I mean, if they end up taking this whole entire tournament, they're going up against the Founding Fathers. Either way, the 4 horsemen or 5 horsemen win on this. Yeah. And that will still be an interesting match. They played fantastic, but like I said, I feel like they were a little shaky. They could have done a little bit better, I believe.
What I do like about this, though, and we're speaking about like way ahead in the future here on this one, and predicting that our bracket is correct here. If it is a situation where it's Who's the Boss versus the Founding Fathers, it's pretty much guaranteed, especially since Dagnino won that little stint in Orlando there, that he's pretty much securing all 4 of his big dog players right there.
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking at a situation where, are we going into the draft next year where Dagnino has Riley, has Bateman, has Merle, has Roca, and then steals Smets away from Kaiser?
That would be wild. That would be really wild.
That would be insane. But that one's only if Smets doesn't get the belt off Kalinowski. Let's be honest.
So I think we need to venture into more of this as this team's tournament progresses, and we'll get further into that.
For sure.
So what did you think of this reaction? Let us know down below. Make sure you go over to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown YouTube channel, like, comment, subscribe over there. They're doing new stuff with the Schmoedown Entertainment Network. Make sure you hop onto their live shows, contribute to the Super Chat. That's what's going to keep them going. Also, make sure you subscribe to the Patreon. That also helps them if you're not able to contribute to the Super Chat, or if you just want to do both, doesn't hurt.
It's always fun to do.
Go over there to the Patreon, help them out that way as well. Also, pick up your tickets to the live show and live streams at theschmoedownlive.com.
New York tickets are on sale.
They got New York tickets on sale now. There might still be some for the Spectacular, which if there are, grab them now.
Maybe.
Get them. Grab them now. What are you waiting for? So schmoedownlive.com. As for us, make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Cinefanatics MLP. We'll keep you up to date as to what we're doing as we make changes closing in on the end of this year to this channel. One of those changes being doing live streams with you, the adoring public. We will be doing live streams once we hit 1,000 subscribers. Please help us out by being in that final stretch to 1,000. Hit subscribe down below. And also, you can hit subscribe with this button above his head. Hit that, you'll be subscribed that way as well. Over here off to the side are a couple other videos that we have made. And as always...
You think Tony Danza will hold me closer?
I mean, if you ask him nicely, maybe. Later.
See ya. Hold me closer, Tony Danza.
Knew you were going to do that. I just knew it.